The Guns on Pegs podcast is brought to you by ITAP Group.
Well, lads, they've left this bloody thing on after the last episode. What the hell's going on?
A bit foolish of them, wasn't it?
Should never leave the keys in the car, should you?
What do they say? When the cat's away, the mice will play?
Absolutely. So this is an impromptu Guns on Pegs podcast episode titled Village Notices. Guys, there's something rather special coming up, isn't there? Sam?
Well, as you may or may not know, well, you should know, it's the game fair at Ragley Hall from Friday the 25th to Sunday the 27th of July. We're all going to be there and hope to see you there too. Chris is, I think, putting up the trestle tables and George is hanging some bunting up on the Guns on Pegs stand. So we've decided to do a little bonus episode for you while they're away, with a few village notices ahead of the big weekend.
It's going to be good, lads, isn't it? Hopefully it's not going to be an absolute flat-out scorcher, but really looking forward to it. Ragley Hall's great venue for it.
Yeah, weather's looking good. Yeah, weather. I looked on the long range, looking like 25 degrees, there or thereabouts. So
thirsty weather.
It's the very thirsty weather. I can imagine the bars being full and everything. Yeah. I will do that kind of owner thing. If you're bringing dogs, please make sure they are kept cool and refreshed. There's always lots of things, but that's just me. So, but let's get on with some bigger village news and stop being such a nanny. Hey, have you got any news for us? I mean, if we want to come, we're obviously going to go to the Guns on Pegs stand, but whereabouts is it?
Yep. So tickets are still on sale. If you're a Bass member, you get free entry onto the site. The Guns on Pegs team will be on stand G1346 and G1349 on all of the 3 days. So if you're unlucky to come over and say hello, you might just bump into the three of us. But do come over and say hi. I'm sure Chris and George will be wafting around in and out of the stand during the days. Digby, Gemma, Sophie and Frank and the rest of the team will be there around and about. And you're also likely to bump into some of the scribe hounders, as long as we can turn them away from the beer tent, that is.
Yeah, you'll find them there, no doubt.
Indeed. And the good people, good friends, Marston's Feeds, they're supplying the booze. So make sure you pop by before it all runs out, or should we say pop by before Sam gets there?
Yeah, definitely. Is there a...
Thanks, mate.
The reins are off. He's ready to go for that weekend. Look at I mean, you guys can't see because this is an audio, but on the camera right now, Sam has got a grin ear to ear, knowing there's going to be booze on offer from the first thing on Friday morning.
Well, I mean, it's quite an event for us West Country boys. We're being allowed out of the Shire, aren't we, Sam?
Oh, do you have to?
Absolutely, passports at the ready.
Passports at the ready. Have you trimmed your toe hairs, clipped your nails?
No. But you may find us both at the dog watering stations because it'll get proper hot out there.
I can't wait to see you in your two-coloured rugby shorts and mullets, boys. That's what I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, there's plenty going on, isn't there? And the 18th party, birthday party. Yeah, and so we won't get too carried away on an 18th birthday. I mean, crikey, it's been a long time since I can remember an 18th, I can assure you, chaps. But, I mean, congratulations.
Can you remember an 18th, Jake? I think if you can remember an 18th, it wasn't a very good 18th, was
it? The 21st was better. But yeah, it's a huge milestone for Chris and for everyone that have been involved with Guns on Pegs over the years. So I know that tickets have been sent out, and also it leads on to the most noble order of all gatherings. 2:00 Saturday afternoon. If you've got a set of garters, men, it's happening. We're going to be there.
The garterati will gather.
Make sure you bring them with you because it is not a free-for-all. Strictly no garters, no party. Although I think there's been a few golden tickets sent out via email.
I believe so.
So a few guests and long-term clients will be there, but they will have an email with a golden ticket. But yeah.
And the other thing is you'll need to bring both of your garters. You can't give a garter to a chum or a recently met person in Gunmakers Row. we will expect to see them.
If your name's not on the list, you're not coming in.
I know we've spoken about this, chaps, before, but it's how you wear your garters as well. So we don't want to see them wrapped around your wrist, or like Clarkson's, kind of like happy bands or anything like that. Guys, when you're coming, it's around your neck, one garter around your neck, and throughout the day, as it gets to the evening, they appear on top of your head. And that is when we're dancing later on in the evening. But no, you're quite right, gentlemen. Both garters to be seen. There will be some people listening to this that will say, I haven't got my garters. I haven't had them. My recent correspondence was read out, blah, blah, blah. There will be a selection of garters available on the Guns on Pegs stand with your name. You need your passport, your shotgun license, your national insurance card. You need your mother's maiden name, your first pet, and also retinal scans and
your bank password.
So please don't just turn up and say, hi, I'd like a set of garters. That had happened once at the 50th birthday party, and Chris has never forgotten that. So this time, if you are coming, you haven't got your garters, please come and see one of the team members. There will be a list behind, and there will be some garters there for you to collect. So don't panic if you haven't had them as of yet. So if you own the most coveted Guns on Pegs Shooting Socks garters, and you are obviously a member of the most noble order of the garters, you are in. You can enjoy a pint. You can enjoy a drink there. It's going to be some food going around. I hear Leon is already planning some very, very nice bits of food for us all. But if you haven't, guys, I'm afraid you're going to be peering from outside. So bring a long straw, I mean, this is becoming a bit of the most exclusive village fete ever, isn't it, chaps?
It is definitely getting that way. I think there's a bit of a do on Friday morning, isn't there, Jake?
Yeah, and there's actually been an email going around which ITAP Group have sent for Guns on Pegs Shoot Hub and Marsden's Game Feed, that they're delighted to invite for a breakfast to celebrate 70 years of Marsden's Game Feed.
Yeah, 70 years is a hell of a long time, isn't it? I feel that age some mornings, especially this morning after all that streaming I did yesterday. But that looks like a really good way to kick off the day.
Yeah.
That's an invite only, I think, isn't it?
I think it is, but you know what? Risky luck. Fortune favours a brave on that one, and Raythorpe are actually doing a kind of like a gunshot citrusy kind of like punch.
That's right. That sounds like a good way to kick off Friday, and I think Eat Wild are doing some food.
Yeah, aren't they doing like pheasant sausages or something like that? And if they are doing those, I can assure you they are bloody top drawer. So get stuck in is what I say to that. So that's where we're at with that, chaps. So yeah, it's all bloody looking good.
So I think the most important thing is get your guidebook when you get into the show, work out the map, work out where the stands are, do the bits you want to do first, go and try on some wellies and bits and bobs, go and look at some guns you can't afford, then come rocking on over to see us. And say hello. Now, Saturday, bit nervous about this is our big day, isn't it? This is the 100th episode. Sam, where's that happening? What's going on with that, mate?
So that's obviously 2 hours after this party in the afternoon on the Guns on Peg stand, which is what concerns me.
Hence the nerves.
So, yeah, hold back a little bit. But no, that'll be over at the Carter Jonas Theatre, where old Mr. Jacoby is hosting a range of different things over the weekend. But yeah, we'll be doing our 100th episode live. It will be chaotic, hopefully make some people laugh. And there are a couple of last minute surprises there. So it would definitely be worth your while to go over and
I think
have
you're
a listen.
right, mate. I think you're right. It might be the shortest podcasting career in history for the three of us. And I'm personally hoping that they don't have the same chairs they had last year, because whilst they look really, really comfortable, being of the sort of short leg Cornish larger type of chap, I'm not altogether sure I'll be able to get myself out of those chairs without assistance.
I thought you might be at risk of falling asleep in it.
Basically, Ave, you're 250 quid on you being framed trying to get out of those. It's going to pay for our bar tab. So,
well, I don't know if it'll pay for the bar tab, but it might take the edge off. I was rather hoping the Ineos Grenadier guys might get one of the pickups over and sort of drag me off.
Is You've Been Framed still a thing or not?
Yeah, Sam, I don't know if You've Been Framed is still a thing, is it?
Yeah, I think that was a very 1990s reference there from Finger on the Pulse Instagrammer Jake Wolf, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Yeah. Maybe he's got some old copies of it on VHS or something like that.
Well, I'm sure they have the anthology on Laserdisc, don't they?
Where did someone bring up? Didn't someone bring up Jeremy Beadle the other week and was chatting about Jeremy Beadle? I can't remember. So I'm sure that was a thing someone was talking about, and that must have. Yeah, maybe
You might have done that.
Moving on.
We digest.
Right, I'm going to move on now in other village news, gentlemen, and this is moving away from the game fair. Actually, the Order of the Garters shoot day, drumroll please, is now officially full.
Yeah,
guys, this sold out in record time. There are so many new faces. Obviously, the message got out through Sam, your very cryptic Instagram. Now you're hobnobbing with some of Instagram's finest. Then you're being seen, buddy, because this really did sell out very, very quickly.
There's always hope, though, isn't there? There's always hope. I would say keep on emailing in pod@gunsonpegs.com. We are running a waiting list, aren't we, Jake? So there is potential if there is a dropout. They do happen, unfortunately.
We don't want anyone to have to be forced to drop out, but it's always good to get your name in and get on the reserves bench, on the subs bench, isn't it?
Do we want to do a bit of correspondence? George has left the correspondence vault open.
I think that could lead us into all sorts of trouble. I think we should wrap up there, gentlemen.
Yeah, I think we should. Let's not get in there.
I think we'll be in naughty corner for having played with the expensive toys as it is. So obviously, just to cover off for everybody else, everybody who's going to the game fair, do come and find us. Say hello. It'd be fantastic to see you all there. We're really looking forward to an amazing weekend. To everybody who's made Jake's golden ticket list for the Guns on Pegs shoot day, hopefully we'll see you all there. That's going to be an absolutely immense weekend. Wonderful day shooting up there. All really for us to say there to wrap up is just a reminder for the podcast in its normal form will be returning after the game fair. Chris and George will be back in the reins. We'll probably get our wrists slapped for having put one together without permission or guidance, as you can probably tell from the shambolic nature of our ramblings. But for those of you who aren't lucky enough to currently have a pair of the most noble order of the Garters shooting sock garters, you can do so by sending us your shooting dilemmas for us to resolve, sending us your unpopular opinions, sharing your forgotten drives, or your pod suggestions. Just send us an email to pod@gunsonpegs.com, and if we read it out on the next episode or any future episode, we'll send you some garters.
And more challenge avians as well. We still need
indeed.
More challenge avians. He's not being challenged.
Because he hasn't fallen off the wagon and he is still not smoking. So bloody hell, lads. He's just tapping on the bloody screen, sending us messages. So please, someone send
Give me something to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But guys, just remember that no garters, no party. You've all been warned. I will do my old Dorman voice there.
Are you going to be stood there with a badge on your arm? You know, your little license.
Your name's not down. You're not coming in.
I can get the old team from Southend together. They would happily come and join. So, we've made a gesture in this podcast, chaps. But you know what? Guns on Pegs have made a thing about the community over the last 18 years. Pop in, come and have a drink. The bar's open from 9 o'clock on Friday morning. It won't shut till 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock potentially on Sunday. Digby, the whole team, Chris, George, they can't wait to see you. Party or not, garters or not, pop in. It's going to be an epic game fair. So, drive safe, get there soon. And boys,
we'll see you at the weekend. Right, that's your lot. Thanks very much for listening.
See you at the weekend.
And we'll see you at the game fair.
Yeah, wait, lads, you know, you look like a pop star. You sound like a pop star. Guess what, lads? You're a pop star.